I don't know.
He's Swedish. He wrote "I Want It That Way" and all those songs.
Okay.
And he said that this is a time probably that you won't see any genius because the turnaround is so quick
that nobody's getting.
And
I beg to differ.
Oh, Anders Carlson, that's him. And
I beg to differ. I think Post Malone is a straight up genius.
Okay,
that's people around him.
I don't think he's
a
genius, but I think he's good.
A genius. He is very talented.
Musically, they say, especially people in the business, like how fast as he can write a song, and how talented he is on the keyboard.
Sure, he might be really good and facile, but I don't know if those songs are gonna last.
This is what all old people say. You know what I'm saying? They're
Have
like,
you seen the
back
new
in
video?
The day, like Ed Sheeran's a fucking monster.
No, he is. That's
literally, he's a monster. He's a literal monster.
No, he looks like he lives under a bridge.
This is what I love about this is, and you'll understand this because you've been in the business for a long time. Like Ed Sheeran's a guy that fucks everybody up who just goes, well, yeah, man, you just got to be hot. You just got to be hot and you'll succeed.
Yeah.
And then you see that bridge troll selling out arenas, and you're like, oh, nothing means anything. Everything's chaos. I don't even know what.
Well, he's good. He's legitimately
He's good, but it's like it would make you feel better if you looked like Shawn Mendes, so you could go, well, of course.
Yeah.
But then you look at this guy, you're like, oh, I guess anyone can succeed. Literally anyone. I mean, he looks like a Make-A-Wish kid who didn't die and just grew out the hair.
And
his eyes are crazy.
Oh, he's crazy.
Most successful tour of all time.
Better than U2 by 40 million.
Beat U2, yeah, by 40 million.
I just take your facts, I spit them right back. I'm so good at that.
You're good.
That's impressive.
A part of that, or ever will be, and that's I need not even say that, but I just, it's not an area that I'm not going to be kept up at night by Bay Ridge, but I'm not kept up at night by where I grew up.
Right. Where do you want to? What keeps you up at night?
Sagaponack.
Yeah. Fifth Avenue.
Park Avenue.
Yeah. Beverly Hills, is that the Bronx compared to Milton?
No, I mean Beverly Hills. Yeah, I mean in terms of taste, yes, but there's some real money over there.
Yeah.
There's some real money over there. Pollock's Path in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Keeps me up. One Hyde Park in London.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Okay. I just like to know. I said to Ben, my producer, we were eating.
Who's on the hot seat?
Yeah, he's on the hot seat. He better figure it out.
Yeah, because homeless pimp's coming.
Pimp's coming. I'm going to take Pimp, and I'm not going to pay you, but you're going to meet Whitney Cummings. So the whole thing is, you're going to inject the Botox into Whitney Cummings' ass. Here's the whole thing, and it's better than money. So the
we're gonna release this. So we got.
I don't care. Yeah. She doesn't care. She's a comic. Okay, she's the only comic in LA right now, not in jail. R.I.P. Here's the point. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that.
Wasn't exciting.
I guess what I'm realizing about podcasting as I'm talking to you is I'm kind of shy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, this is hard for me to do.
Right. It's difficult because I
like hiding behind a computer, writing the thing, giving it, and then doing the thing after it's been practiced for a long time.
Well, every
time I leave a podcast, I have a complete nervous breakdown. I was like, that was terrible. I'm quitting podcasting.
Because when you're authentic, you're real. Everyone loves you. It's just like listen. Everyone's got to get used to it. It's very different, and I think that for the first half of your career, the movies were silent. These were silent films. So you just had to look at someone and they knew what you were talking about. You didn't have to learn dialogue or anything. And then when they started doing color, they did color and you're like, oh my God, I'm in color. And then they did talking in the films, dialogue. You've seen all of these advancements happen. Now people have TVs in their home. Like you saw people get TVs in their home. In the beginning, you were on a show called The Shadow, which was a radio show, which was one of the top radio shows. And they would interrupt it every now and then when there was an announcement about the war. But you've gone through all of these things. And now you just have to learn how to be yourself. Now you're just back to...
Oh, God.
What we're doing now is back to the basics.
Yo, I mean, who doesn't have that weird fetish where it's like, man, I would love to hook up with one of my teachers. Like, my biology teacher's smoke show.
Yeah.
She was bad.
I did cocaine with a substitute, and that's all. That's as far as I got. We just.
How old were you?
I was maybe 18. Maybe like the year I graduated high school. We were doing coke with one of our substitutes.
And was he a homosexual or not?
No, it was a chick.
It was a woman.
Yeah, she was
just... subs are the end, dude.
What class?
She was an English sub, so she was an idiot.
Yeah.
So she wasn't smart. She was just probably trying to go out and sniff some coke and, fuck her way into the lower middle class. She was fuck her way into a little Levitt house in Long Island. Good woman.
Oh my God, bro. You got to play Santa more often, dude. I would love to watch the small black kids attack you.
They just roasted me. They were brutal. And here's the other thing. I wasn't just Santa. I was selling Obamacare. because the thing was that it was a healthcare truck.
Oh,
and
Santa's got a fucking gimmick.
And you would have to like get them with they'd be like, oh, there's Santa. And then you get the kids in, then you grab their parents and be like,
That's called a bait and switch.
it's a bait and switch big time. Then you grab their parents and be like, listen, you're going to have a high deductible, but it doesn't matter. Just declare bankruptcy. You don't have to give them a fake name anymore. And you'd have to explain to the kids, like this is a present that you're not going to realize the importance of now.
Yeah.
So it was a dark time. I had fun with it though. You have fun with it. I was younger. I was doing comedy.
My life's shitty. Your life's been a real piece of shit.
It's been something.
Okay.
I never slept in a ball pit, but I'm not against it. Like I'm not opposed to sleeping in a ball pit.
But still, man.
There's many live
They're going to be
markets still
closed down. They were cool. Like they were cool in the sense that you could walk by and you see like live octopus and stuff down in Chinatown. Now I think that's over. I actually think Chinatown in New York City is gonna, sadly, they are gonna have a long hard road back.
Yep.
Because not only are those markets probably gonna have to close, but then I think a lot of people are just gonna be nervous about going down there.
And look, I that's true.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't think it's time yet to go like, what are all the silver linings coming out of this?
Right.
I'm seeing a lot of rich Hollywood people be like, but it's so good for the environment. Like, okay, yes, but not yet. People are dying.
Everyone's like, this dolphins are back in the canals in Venice. And it's like, that's great. My grandmother's burning.
50.
We can't hold a funeral for my uncle. Oh, where are the swans? Where are the swans are back in Venice.
I think murder should be a 10-year term.
I'm a lawyer and a judge.
Are you?
No.
10 years in and out.
But I served on a trial. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So I was in this trial. This is true. And the guy kind of liked me, this dude. He kind of we had a kinship. He was like a chubby Spanish guy. And every now and then I would be eating chips. Like the coroner would be like, and he stabbed her in each eye. And I'd be eating chips. And the judge would shoot me a look. And then I would just kind of go like this. I'd be like, and then the fat defendant would be like, it was fun. We had a good rapport.
Yeah.
And I dropped Altoids once and I went all over the place and he just cackled like a madman. And this is in the middle of hearing how he brutally murdered the mother of his children to the point where the medical examiner's like, we stopped at 60.
How many times he stabbed?
Yeah. We stopped at 60 because the tissue damage was so much we couldn't tell how many. But it was boom, 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 boom. And in the middle of that, I dropped Altoids. He went all over the place. And literally, he went like this. He went, and I just realized, I thought it was funny, too. I was like, me and him were laughing. It was wildly inappropriate. Yeah. Long Island's great for an afternoon.
Yeah.
Or in the summer, I could do a day and a half.
Why does Long Island have so much heroin now? Is there a reason?
The people.
Yeah. I think, the heroin and the peeps.
The people.
The taxes.
I think that's who it is.
It's the property tax.
It's not the cats and dogs doing it, right?
Yeah,
so
no.
I would blame the people.
It's not all the lightning bugs you see
I would
out there.
have to blame the people.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you go to Long Island, it's a nice, quiet Long Island night, and just everyone's doing heroin. It feels
everyone's off the H.
God. Long Island is one of the. I've pitched a million shows about Long Island, and none of them have ever. And no show about Long Island other than like Long Island Medium. Everybody loves Rainbow shot Long Island, but that could have been shot anywhere. It had no distinguish it. Like
right.
There's never been anything about Long. Every reality show that they try to make about it fails. It's a very interesting place. It's almost too grotesque. It's almost it's interesting. It has no redeeming qualities. Like even the Jersey Shore, it has redeeming qualities. You're like,
something, yeah.
At least they go to the gym.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
They're tan.
At least they're loyal.
Yeah.
Like there's no redeeming. No place has less redeeming. Like if you do a show like Swamp People or whatever, any of these shows about Hicks or Mountain People, and it's like, well, at least they can like till the land and make their own food. At least
they love their family.
At the very least, at least they're kind of like quirky and fun. Like they're like,
there's some cool shit.
There's some redeeming quality to them. Long Island, New York, has no redeeming qualities. It is a place. It is really a place where all its negatives are what it clings to and what it has. Its negatives are its positives because they're the only thing there.
Yeah. Now, if you do material like that in Long Island, it has to kill.
Yes.
Yeah, because they know it.
Here's the thing.
It's true.
I'll tell you this before I leave This is maybe the most Long Island thing ever. I did a podcast the other day about all these guys I used to work mortgages with. I called them all thieves. I said they were all immoral people that would sell their own mothers. And they all, somehow it found one of them, and they all listened to it. And they all, can you hand me my phone? I want to read the message.
Oh, yeah.
This is a group chat?
No, this is a message that,
I called them all thieves.
They would all sell their mothers. Has no redeeming qualities.
Let me read you this because this is truly amazing. Now I called all these people, you know.
I can't wait for this.
I got this message. I was like, ugh, maybe I shouldn't have said this, you know. Loved all of it. Crazy you remember so much. Appreciate all of it. Made me laugh and feel all at once. True entertainment. Keep going, kid. They are impossible to be shamed. It is impossible. It is kryptonite on a level that you couldn't even. It wouldn't even.
Loved all of it.